Welcome to Clevenard TV In Diaspora. This is Gifty Talk Show. Your host today is Gifty Frazer. Clevenard TV is trying to bring Africans in the diaspora and back home. And today I've got Nicol, who is the executive officer. I'm going to call her and she's going to introduce herself further. Hello, Priscilla.
Hello, hi, good morning. My name is Princetta Nicol. I'm resided in the United Kingdom, to be precise, Manchester. I am the chief CEO for Princetta Healthcare Training and Consultancy and the Princetta Grill Spices and Soup Mix. I am a single mother of two beautiful girls, and I'm a Christian. I'm a strategic coordinator for a charity organization as well, resided here in Manchester.
Wow. So as you said, you do training for health and social care. So who are the people that you train normally?
So in Manchester, of course, we all know we have the pandemic and so many other health scarcities for if there are scarcities for staff like healthcare support workers, for workers to work with the NHS. So what I do is that I train people, I train carers, I train family members. I give them the 15 standards, the basic 15 standards for healthcare support certification, which is valid for a year for them to go out and work in the community. Yes, so it includes manual handling, care support, what the carers can do, include first aid, include all the 15 standard. I also do DBS, that which is the police check for people to work with vulnerable adults. Yes.
Oh, that's good. And then you said you do spices as well. You have your own factory in Manchester, which you do spices.
Yeah. Princetta Grill Spices and Soup Mix, I am the innovator for that particular company because it is all my skills. Basically, I am originally from Sierra Leone, wherein my mother was owning her own pub, wherein I was helping out in the kitchen, doing food, etc. So I learned that skill from my mother, and at one point in the United Kingdom, I was cooking around food for people. So I decided somebody said, "Oh, Princetta, when you're doing all those spices, they are so good. Why can't you come up with your own spice?" That was a very close friend of mine. And at one point I thought about it, yes. So I use the skills my mom normally used to go, all what's in our package, they are organic products, including the chilies, etc. They're all home from back home, and meaning from Sierra Leone. They're all organic, authentic products. And the spices, of course, you can use to cook any sauce. You can use to season fish. You can use to do anything with it. You can cook fried rice. You can do vegetables, etc. And of course, during that innovation, I came up with the soup mix. The soup mix is a very easy package wherein you can cook within 30 minutes with it.
Yeah. So, as you said about your products, so why do you do the season? You're talking about salt as well. Why do you think a lot of people are using salt? And you said salt is not very good for people.
Yes, as far Princetta, what our innovation is to help with health. It doesn't mean if some people are very slim, they have health conditions wherein they should not consume certain amounts of salt, etc. So, because my mother was preparing food for my grandfather and my dad, and they were not supposed to consume salt. So I learned the skill that you can spice up your food you can cook your sauce without using salt. So the good thing about using Princetta spices and soup mix is that salt has not been incorporated in those spices. As we all know, there's a lot of people who, having ailments of diabetes and high blood pressure. And we know high blood pressure is a big killer in this country as well, all over the world. So we bell setter spices, we don't include salt in the spices. That's why we're encouraging people all over the world to try a spice and taste the magic.
So what advice you going to give to people who have high blood pressure, heart problems, about this salt?
Yes, I am encouraging people to give a try of our spices and soup mix, and then they will see the difference because we do not include salt in our product. So if they can if they can try our product and make the difference the product can make into their lives, and I believe they're gonna like it. And we're all here to help each other. So no salt is a good life.
Oh, so you are saying people should not consume any salt at the moment?
No, not that they should not consume any salt. If there is an amount of salt your body can take, you can consume salt, but there's some amount of salt your body cannot take. So because medically, the National Health Service is encouraging people to cut down on salt and sugar. As we all know, they disrupt our body system, our digestive system. So for using my product, which I am the inventor, I'm encouraging people to cut down on salt. So using our spices will help reduce your high blood pressure. And moreover, everything we use in our spices, all the ingredients are organic.
Wow, this is a very interesting topic. I know a lot of people are going to benefit from your salt topic. So after the break, we're going to talk more about this. So we're now going to on a short break at the moment.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
So, as you were talking about salt that is not good for health, and so what about people who are very addicted to salt? So, do you think they should not cook with salt? Maybe they don't have to use vegetables to cook, or what? How do they have to cook their food?
Well, I'm encouraging people to try our products wherein it's less salt, but it can still give the perfect taste to your dish. So nowadays we all see in the adverts on how to minimize on salts and sugar on the TVs. So Belsetter Grill is here to encourage people to cut down on their salts intake. So I'm encouraging people to try our different spices and soup mix to give a try to know that salt is not good for your body. It's good at some point, but too much intake of salt is not good for your body. So we are encouraging people to give a try. You can purchase spices from our website, which is www.belsettergrillspicesandsoupmix.com, or you can send we've got our Facebook page, which is Belsetter Grill Spices and Soup Mix. You can send us a WhatsApp, and you can text us. We are on all mediums, social media. There you can contact us if you want to do a purchase. It's very
so
salt.
So as you say, you have a training center. So if people want training, do you have to come to your center, or do you go around, or is it in groups, or how can people reach?
Yeah, we sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that do they have to do it online, or do you come to them, or do you do in groups, or you go anywhere, or is it only in Manchester?
No, it's not only in Manchester. What Konica Healthcare Training and Consultants do is that we have a center here in Manchester where you can come in if you live around the northwest. You can come in for training, and we also go and train people in other care homes. We train people in offices. We train people in hotels. It depends on what package. We've got different packages wherein you can call and inquire. You can go to our website and see what we do. So you have a full idea of what we can offer. We train all over the United Kingdom. Like for instance, last week we were in Wales. We did some training in Wales. This week we are in Manchester. We even do community trainings, which is if there are churches, their mosque who want to do food hygiene, basic health care for their members, or they want to encourage people to go back to work. We do help with training. We even have discounts for bigger batches of trainers.
And you also said that you do like cleaning training. People I want to do a cleaning company, and
Yeah.
then you do training as well.
Yeah, we do cleaning as well as child minding. All the certifications we even Princetta even will help you out to register on Ofsted if you want to do child minding. And we have a cleaning package for single as well as a whole big bunch of people packages for people who want to clean. We do PMV. Unfortunately, at this moment, we are short on that. Well, we collaborate with another company to do PMVA. But the most important trainings we do right now is we do the basic care, the care certification, we do the food and hygiene, we do the cleaning, and we also do DBS to help you out. And moreover, we recommend we are collaborated with agencies who can give you work, who can give you jobs if you train with us.
Oh, that's a very, very good idea. So and as a woman, you have kids and everything, and you are very hardworking. You're doing all this. So what inspired you to start doing your own business?
Wow, that's a big question. Nobody have to beat you bum to get up. No, you have to get up yourself. In the first place, I was married for 11 years, basically friendship, and 11 years after my divorce. Before my divorce, I was doing all these little sales, but I got entrapped with the doing business. I love what I'm doing, so I got divorced, and I believe that I should keep myself busy, like a distraction. So it was a distraction could make a mechanism for me, but eventually I love what I'm doing. So I have to pick myself up and look after myself and my children. You know, I even went back to university to upgrade myself because I was doing opposite the opposite totally different thing from what I'm doing now because I'm an healthcare manager as well. So I just try to build up myself so I'll continue with normal life, not a very exorbitant life, but a basic normal life.
Yeah, because so, lots of women, a lot of people think, oh, because they have kids, they separate from their partners, they cannot achieve their career, they cannot do anything. But you've gone and do something, even I think you've even done better without your partner. So as
Yeah.
for me here, I did the same. When me and my son dad left, I started, developing myself, did my HND, went to university, did my degree. Look at me now, I'm doing things for myself, but a lot of women, a lot of people think, oh, because they don't have their partner or they're separated from their partner, they cannot be able to achieve their goals. Sometimes you don't need your friends, you don't need anybody, you just have to go for your goals. If you don't achieve it, you don't make it, I think you don't have nobody to blame. You have to blame yourself. And like you now, I'm so proud of you. Look at what you are doing. Look Look at what I'm doing. So what advice do you want to give women, people out there who think, oh, they are let down, they cannot be able to, achieve anything? So as example of what you have done. So what do you want to say to the people?
In the first place, you need to know what you want in life. Regardless of peer pressure, I think you should be able to sit down and, there's a small voice that advises you sometimes. You need to listen to that small voice. You need to know what you want in life. You need to know where you want to go in life. There is a cycle. If you want to stay in one cycle, you can't stay in one cycle. Like for me, at one point in life, I knew that I don't want to be in that cycle wherein I should be waiting on or deliberating on my thoughts about my past experience. As far as I'm concerned, every experience is a growth in life. So I use my past experience to build myself. I use my past experience to make me become who I am today. So I'm encouraging a lot of women as well as men out there in the community or wherever you're watching me from, that you have to take a minute for yourself, think about your position and see if you want to upgrade yourself. What do I mean by that? You have to look at yourself, see if you just want to stay in that particular level or you just want to grow. As we all know, we have technology kids and kids that want to go further in life. Most of parents have not been to university, but their children have. So we have to be the picture of what our children wanted to be in life, meaning to go as far as we can. So they see us as an example, a good example in building their self-esteem, building their educational values, building themselves, So that's what I assessed about myself. And then I really don't want to let my children down. So I have to stand up to show them the way. I can be their picture for everything, no, but at least they'll remember that mommy was a very hard working woman, and she did so many things for her not to fall flat on the floor.
You are quite right, because sometimes they're saying that sometimes when the kids sees their parents, their mom, their dad are lazy, not doing anything, it rubs on the kids as well. The kids think, oh, yes, my mom and dad are not achieving anything. Let me say, me too, don't see that. But sometimes, it depends on the home. When the kids see the parents are working, they're trying to make ends meet, they're hard working. The kids too look at the example and they learn from their parents. And when they go older, they want to work. But, we're going to take a short break now. We'll continue this topic.
Clevenard In Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard In Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
Welcome back. We're coming back from a short break. So, as we are talking about high blood pressure, about salt, about your spices, which has no salt. So, if people don't eat any salt, so what do you think will happen to them?
Well, basically, every let's say if you're eating protein, every meat, every chicken has got definitely be of salt, or every vegetable has got their own organic taste. Wherein, of course, you have an intake of salt. You have to like incorporating more of the organic spices that you've blended together. That's gonna make the food more tasty. It's not salty. We don't. It's not salty food. It's tasty food. Although sometimes people and some of us forget at times, even the juice you drink, like a can of Coke, of course, have got sodium, it's got salt in it. So, talking about the high blood pressure, for those who listen to this program right now, they will testify that they are not allowed to eat salt because what it does is that it makes your heart rate go higher and so many disruption in your body and your blood become concentrated, wherein your pressure will definitely go high. And to encourage people, that's what I'm saying, that our spices are organic herbs, and the whole blending them together gives you a very good taste, wherein you are not going to be incorporating. There is a little bit of course, some from the spices, not from adding salt into our packages. So salt is not good, of course. High blood pressure, we all know when the pressure is high, we know the heart rate, you understand? We all know that we are damaging our hearts, our kidneys and livers. So we want to refrain from eating a lot of salts. So I'm encouraging people to minimize on salt intake. As for me, I don't cook salt at all here. First of all, in the first place, I went to a shopping center one day. It's like I was checking the prices to compare price with my own spice. And of course, I bought a bowl of spice from one of the big stores in the United Kingdom. To be honest with you, when I came home, I have to do the weighing. When I open the spice, I can visibly see the salt in the spice. And I did not use it. I have to pour it down the drains. We have to encourage people. We have to, what should I say, sensitize people about the intake of salt. Salt
Yes.
is very dangerous for your body. So if after this live TV, I'll encourage people to read about how many percentage of salt should be taken each day. You understand? We don't
It
want
says
to
about 5 milligram, 5 milligram at
5 milligram
least.
is even a lot, to be honest with you. You know, like 5 milligram, let's say it's about a teaspoon. That's a lot of salt for your body. And when you're growing up, like you from, let's say, from 30, from your 30s upwards, you're not going to be
Yeah.
active like you were when you were a teenager or in your 20s. And you have to be careful what you eat. Some of us are very chubby. But I'll tell you, some of our bloods are very clean. You can compare yourself with somebody who's very slim. I know a friend who's very slim. He's suffering from high blood pressure as well as some diabetes. You understand? So
Yes.
I encourage people about salt and sugar. Salt and sugar. When you talk about salt, you don't forget about sugar. All those intake have to be, you have to minimize on how much salt we take. So that's why I'm encouraging health wise, that's why I'm encouraging people to try our product and give us a review related to the salt intake. You don't need to put salt into your food for it to be tasty. It's just a mind, it's just a mentality that we have to consume salt. If you can notice, when you go to the restaurants, you see a lot of, when you go to the restaurant, you say, oh, you can find salt and black pepper on the table. The reason is that the food they cook them naturally. If you want to add your own salt, you can add it. But medically it's not good for your intake.
Yeah, because some of this food, they have their own natural flavor, and some people, the way they cook their food, they put a lot of water. Maybe you're boiling meat, they put a lot of water, but it's the way your lifestyle and the way you cook your food. And some of these vegetables have all the vitamins there, so you don't need to be adding salt. You can eat it like that, and it does help. But when you add salt again, it make it worse. And then again, another way, people have to drink a lot of water, exercising. You understand? All this kind of thing help, to get rid of the salt. And the water will help to flush out most of the salt out. It's good to drink a lot of water. And it's saying that if you take a lot of salt, sometimes it causes headache. It give you cramps on your you have cramps. I remember sometimes I used to eat a lot of salt. I used to have a lot of cramps. I went to my GP and I found out that maybe I started cutting down on salt. And now when I'm sleeping in the night, I don't have any cramps. You see? And then as you have said, some people are chubby and it don't mean they're not healthy. And you're right, because some people are very slim, they're unhealthy. It depends on their lifestyle. It's the way they eat, their diet, or the way they live. So that's why they have a bad health. So I know a lot of people, when they see some people big size or plus size person, they think they're unhealthy. No, I've got a son. My son is 10 pounds when he was born. He's so healthy. I cook healthy food. So every time I take him to the GP and I say to him, "Mom, my son is a bit big, overweight for his size." And my GP said, "Nothing wrong, the boy is healthy." And the boy is the most healthy in my family because he don't get sick. If we have flu here in the house, he don't get sick. So it's not about size, it's about the way you live your lifestyle, and it's what you eat or what you put in. Like me now, a lot of people in my age group, they see me and say, "Oh, what's the secret? Why are you looking younger?" It's my lifestyle. It's the way I eat, the way I'm conscious of my health, what I take, what I put in my body. You have to know. You have to research for yourself. You have to read. You have to know your body. You have to know what is good for you and what is not good for you. Some people, they have bad habits of eating and they eat, they don't eat healthy. You understand? But I believe in healthy eating. For me, I don't drink, I don't smoke. But healthy eating is key. It's number one. Eating healthy food, and cut down on your salt, as you said, And I thank God at the moment, as I'm here at my age, I have no medical problem. I think it's the way I'm eating because I know that salt is not good. Even I was thinking last time, I said all my seasoning in my kitchen, I buy from this stores. I go to throw it. I'm looking for something. I was telling my son that is healthy. I saw the other day they advertising Maggie's. The Maggie, they say Maggie is one of the biggest killer in Africa. And Africa, most of people use these cubes. You understand? They don't know, and I think that's why a lot of people in Africa get sick. They get healed. They die. They don't live long. But there's not a lot of education because they need to be educated so that they can know, some of these things, they are not good. And I know our people, especially with Africans, we have habits of putting a lot of salt, you understand? We use a lot of seasoning. And some of these seasoning, the preservative they put on it, from all this other country, I don't want to call names, but some countries, the way they make all this preservative, they're not very good. And some of these things are not good for human to consume. Because I heard that some fish they dry them and the things they put to dry it's not even fit for human to consume. So as you are doing your own product now and your spices, there is less salt, So people have to think twice and try to eat less salt if they want to have good health. They don't want to be taking tablets. For me, I decided that eating healthy. The reason why I really look after as I'm getting older, I thank God I have no medical problem. But the reason why I start eating healthier, the more I know certain things are good for my body, that's the time I start buying more eating. I'm not going to wait until I get sick. So they only start eating healthy when they are sick or when doctor tells them. For me, I don't want no doctor to tell me, nobody to tell me. I know my body, I know what to eat, And now there's a lot of resources, there's a lot of material to research. It says on the telling you can go to the internet and find out what is good for you and what is not good for you. You see? And exercise, I promote exercise. And we can go for a short break.
In the 21st century's technological advancement, we all seek opportunities to move and network with the emerging space. Introducing Clevenard blog and event posting. Do you think you have some interesting materials, good content, articles, and stories? Then feel free to publish them on Clevenard blog and events page. just as team of our writers are doing presently. By blogging on Clevenard's blogs and events, you benefit from our reach and network. There are constant stream of people visiting our social platform, and we have figured out just how to distribute our contents. This means you can basically skip the line and get access to a big audience from day one. Furthermore, we can help you get in touch with important people for projects with possibilities of translating your content into other languages and republishing them on Clevenard. This helps preserve and protect your content from getting lost. What's more, you also get to be part of our team with access to our network and lots of exclusives, behind-the-scenes information. And of course, you get full credit for everything you do, which brings you popularity and make extra income. Sign up now on Clevenard.com and start blogging to your advantage. Please see the tutorial video on how to blog or post events on Clevenard Blogs and Events. For more information, contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard, your blogs, your identity.
Yeah, we are back from our break. As we are talking about salt that is not good for your body to consume. Now we're going to talk about sugar. So can I just ask you, what do you think about sugar? Is sugar very good to eat? Because as you said, salt is not good. So is sugar good to eat? What about sugar?
Basically, when you're talking about salt, you should talk about sugar as well. Because sugar is like a raising agent. So salt raises your blood pressure as well as sugar. It is not good to have to have a lot of sugar intake as well, because sugar is working the same way as salt. Everything has to be taken in moderation. You know, I see a lot of people throwing a lot. For me, I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet food at all, and it's not good for you. Eventually, you know that what's one reason it's been minimized for. They've been advised that we don't give children sugar. Just give them little sweets, or they let them have minimal intake of sugar. You know, when you give children, let me take an example. You know, for instance, your child comes to your mommy, can I have a sweet or chocolate? As soon as they have the sweet or chocolate, it's like fire. They're going to start being active all over the place, very hyper. So can you imagine they're hyper after the intake of sugar? Just imagine you adult eating a lot of sugar, and for example, you're not exercising, you're not walking, like you just stay indoors all day chewing biscuits and sweets or chocolates. Can you imagine what you're doing to your body? Because sugar is like a fuel. It's like a petrol in your body. Yes, it's like a petrol. What it does is that it raises your blood pressure immediately from your tongue going down to your digestive system. So I'll advise people to minimize on sugar as well. You are allowed to take sugar, because there are some people who've got blood sugar problems, many high blood sugar, wherein, you know, if their blood sugar is going down, they had fits, which we don't want them to go down to that level. So they always advise to have 1 or 2 sweets in their pockets to raise their sugar in case they're feeling down. But there are people who don't have any of those ailments, but they take a lot of sugar, you know. So sugar and salt, they work together. And it's just that we have to be moderate on incorporating those stuff in our body.
Yes, as you just said, it's not good for people to be taking sugar. Most of our food that we eat has sugar. So just imagine if you eat like banana, it has sugar. Orange, it has sweet. And even rice. So many food have sugar. And then just imagine, and then you go and take sugar again. So you don't need to. Like for me now, when I drink my tea, I don't drink any sugar. We stop in our house drinking sugar, because we know that sugar is the cause of so many diseases. A lot of people don't know. You just keep on drinking sugar. All the food, most of our food, I'm telling you, has sugar on it, and you add more sugar. That's why people are having bad health. It leads to bad health, all these diseases. Maybe I can say, maybe that's why, maybe, I'm a little bit healthy. I would say, I'm not going to boast to say I'm healthy. If in my house, or even my younger boy, I said to him, we should not eat any sugar. So I train him not to be eating sweeties. And a lot of parents, they buy a lot of sweeties and give it to their kids. Sugar, sugar, sugar. And I know a boy of 5, he's diabetic already. And, and he has to take the insulin. And I've seen a lot of parents, as soon as the kids cry, they buy big packet of sweets, giving their children. Sometimes this is some parents, it's better for you to give your child fruit, you understand? Because fruit is more healthy. Because fruits are sweet. There's a lot of fruits there. But some parents, they too have unhealthy lifestyle. They pass it on to their kids, giving their kids unhealthy lifestyle. But these days, the schools are really trying. They're educating the children from the age of 5 how to eat healthy. Even in school, they don't allow us to. They start to give them like a veggie. They start to give them fruits. I know. Even my niece at the age of 6 is saying, "Auntie, I don't like this. I don't want to eat this. I don't want to." They still now the kids. Even when they go 16, 17, they're all now health conscious. I've got a lot of nieces and nephews. They know their body now. But in those days, and a lot of people, because of lack of knowledge, and they need education. They need to be educated. They need to educate more people, especially for people back home. They need more education. Because back home people are dying. They just die. People don't say, oh, they just die. Sometimes the people believe that they die because of certain things. You understand? Or they be witch or something. Or sometimes it's not because of that. Maybe they go to the hospital and the doctor will say, oh, you only have 1 day to live. It's their lifestyle. It's what they're eating. And they need more education, especially in Africa, and some people as well here, they need education. They need to be educated. Sometimes they need to educate the parents what to give the kids. Because we know cost of living is very high. And now that cost of living is high, things are difficult. People are just eating junk. And for me, you don't have to have a lot of money to say you have to eat healthy. I'm not rich, but I have £5. I'll make sure that £5 I buy healthy stuff. Vegetables have to be there. My carbohydrates have to be there. The things which are important for your body. But a lot of people say, oh, I cannot eat healthy because I'm not rich. You don't have to be rich. Don't go start buying nonsense things which is not good. And teach your kids, everybody in the house how to eat healthy. And it will save life. So I don't know what you want to contribute.
Yeah, can I bump into that as well? For those in Africa, of course, yes, of course. Because of poverty, the staple food is rice. And rice is very, I'm saying this right now, yes. I was once a too much rice eater at one point. But I realized that after doing a lot of research, rice, the end product of rice, everything actually is sugar. But the more we eat rice, the more the sugar stays in our blood. And for those from, let me say, people from Africa, you don't blame them sometimes with what they consume. Because for the rice, that's our staple food, rice, curry, and fufus. That's their staple food in Africa. That's what they can afford at times, you understand? So some people cannot afford couscous or let's say other food to keep them the whole day. Maybe they only have one dish to keep them the whole day for those in Africa. But for us here in Europe and America, etc., I think we should mind what we take after certain age. So consuming a lot of rice as well is dangerous. Rice is very, very dangerous. So, the substitute for rice is couscous. As well, we'll have spices that we have for just couscous, like vegetable spices. We just try to minimize on the intake of sugar. Like, for instance, I don't eat rice twice a day. That was my decision. I made that decision myself. And if I'm eating rice maybe once a day, or sometimes I don't eat rice at all. You understand? That's helping me. The thing is that it's the blood sugar, because when the blood become concentrated, that's where your blood sugar become too sugary for you that you cannot comport it. Things start packing up in your system. So in this case, to round up, I'll just encourage people to cut down on sugar. Everything we eat, end product is sugar. Even the veg, we have some vegetables that have got high level of sugars as well. Yes, of course, we have to eat it, but we have to just balance it. Yeah.
So what's my advice I can say? If you eat a lot of sugar or eat a lot of this food, maybe you like it, because some people cannot change their habits, try to do a lot of exercise. And a lot of people, they think exercise is going to the gym, walking after eating, not just eat and sleep. You know, you eating this food, maybe eating late in the night, straight away to bed. And some of our food are very heavy food, you understand, like rice, fufu, you know, or potato or whatever, you know. So what I can advise, drink a lot of water, try to exercise, walking around. You know, if you are somebody who drives car, make sure maybe you leave your car sometime, just walk, you know, maybe walk to a supermarket, walk around, maybe in your compound, you know, so that this food can be digested and and you sweat it out. You know, it all helps. Especially exercise is one of the biggest thing, and drink a lot of water. So we're going to stop here, and thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you here today. And then two, if anybody wants to find you, where can they find you?
Yes, of course. My name is Princetta Nicol. I've got a page on Facebook, which is Mrs. Princetta Nicol, and Instagram. You can catch us on Bellasetta Grill Spices and Soup Mix.com. Princonica Healthcare, of course. The training. Of course, you can just Google Princetta Nicol anywhere. Bellasetta Grill, Bellasetta Training, Princonica Training. You can contact me. All contact details are attached on Facebook. www.belsettagrill.com, www.belsettatraining.co.uk, or Mrs. Princetta Nicol on Facebook. Any social media medium, you can get us.
I want to ask you one question. Out of 10, how can you rate Clevenard TV?
Oh, fabulous, because thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to give a review on your TV. I appreciate you interviewing me today, and I want the team working behind the TV to know that they are doing very well, because before this program, we'll have a practice and learn. You know, this is the first time I'm talking via TV. So I appreciate that so much. So thanks for promoting me and my business, and I'll continue to promote Clevenard TV.
And what you want to tell people in diaspora and Africa about Clevenard TV and Gifty Talk Show? Are you going to advise them to come and advertise there? Or?
Of course, as I'm advertising here, I've got lots of people who know that whatever I involve in is quality. So I'll encourage people to contact Clevenard TV for their adverts, for their meetings, or anything they wanted to broadcast, to give a call or follow Clevenard TV on all the social media mediums. And then there's contact out there where you can contact Clevenard TV. And thank you so much, Gifty, for your time.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you here. Oh, thank you. Bye-bye. See you next time. We are on Clevenard TV Gifty Talk Show in the diaspora. Bye for now.